Lady Graves, I'm sorry. Lady Graves, I'm sorry. Lady Graves, my apologies. My apologies, Lady Graves. No. Lady Graves, I'm. Lady Graves, I am apologies. What I mean to say is, I am apologetic about what happened this evening. I myself am not apologies. That would be ridiculous. A person can't be apologies. Apologies are just words. And not to say that my apology was just words. There was real meaning behind what I said. True sentiment even. And
Mr. Griss, I've always found you to be a punctual man with a keen sense of time. Could you perhaps provide me with an estimate for how much longer you plan on making a fool of yourself?
apologies, madam.
If I hear the word apology one more time tonight, sorry,
Forgive me.
Griss, I have heard more than enough declarations of contrition for one evening. I'm not interested in the mistakes of the past, only what is being done to rectify them in the immediate future.
Yes, madam. The fugitive.
The fugitive who you almost let kidnap Maora?
I wasn't aware we were tracking more than one fugitive this evening, madam.
We aren't. I was simply clarifying. Continue.
Yes, madam. The fugitive was reportedly spotted emerging from the American Ocean onto the city-side docks before vanishing.
Vanishing?
Yes, he does that.
Is there any surveillance footage from the docks?
Useless, unfortunately, just like all the others. However, we were able to put together a composite image based off of eyewitness testimony.
Eyewitness? Which eyewitness?
Well, me, mostly. I don't mean to brag, but the artist creating the image said I had quite the descriptive vocabulary.
Griss!
Right, well, this image has been shared with every Pantheon precinct in the metropolitan area. And, if you ask me, it's a much-needed update to the previous image we had on file.
Ugh.
Well, the point is, we'll find him, Lady Graves. We know what to look for, and we have a quarter of the Pantheon gods out there looking for him as we speak.
A quarter? 25% of the entire force?
Yes, I was quite happy with those numbers as well.
I'm not happy about a quarter, Griss. This is target prime. The entirety of the Pantheon should be out there looking for this villain.
Yes, well, most of the gods had already been issued assignments for tomorrow's crystallization. Once that's over, though, I'm sure there will be plenty of resources to.
The crystallization? Surely that's been postponed.
I'm afraid not, madam. The High Alphalite herself sent a message saying we will be proceeding as planned.
What is Helenia thinking?
Madam?
Never mind, I will discuss with her in the morning. For now, I would like to speak with Maora again before she goes to sleep. That is, if she even can sleep. Poor thing.
Was she not very talkative on the ride over?
Well, I doubt she felt like opening up to the ship's computer, Griss.
Madam, I don't understand.
She came home on an AI ship. Weren't you there to receive her when she arrived?
Madam, your vehicle is the only one to have arrived since I've been here.
Impossible. She should have been here at least an hour ago.
I'm checking as we speak, madam. No other vessels have been logged by the security system tonight.
Then what? No, he couldn't have.
No.
Maora, she's...
Gone. Gone forever. I don't even know why I'm getting emotional. We barely knew each other, but it was just so special. I don't know if I'll ever experience something like that again. Don't get me wrong, these aren't bad, but nothing will ever compare to Sorbello's. That guy knew how to mix his condiments. Still, I guess no amount of sorbet sauce can make up for that many health code violations. Alright, enough about sandwiches though. Let's talk wraps. Personally,
No more sandwiches, no more wraps, no more dumplings or burgers or noodles.
noodles! That reminds me of this amazing place I used to go to. It's, never mind.
You said you needed to eat before we talked. Well, you've eaten, so talk.
About what?
About you.
Noodles would be so much more interesting.
More interesting, you're the Neon Bandit.
Okay, again, not a real big fan of that name.
It is you, though, isn't it?
It depends on how you look at it. Technically, yes. Objectively, sure. Legally, absolutely. What I mean is, just because the Pantheon decided to start calling me something doesn't mean it's an accurate description of who I am.
So you never broke into Castle Chasm.
Technically, yes. Objectively, sure. Legally, if you would let me finish, I was about to say that legally, it was a gray area. I didn't know I was breaking in. I thought it was open to the public.
Castle Chasm? Headquarters of the Pantheon? Private residence of Altor the All? You mistook that for a tourist attraction?
It would be if the Pantheon knew what they were doing. I mean, the ticket sales alone.
Even if that one incident was an accident, you're target prime. #1 on the Pantheon's most wanted list. There has to be more to it than that.
Okay, maybe I've racked up one or two minor infractions over the years, but it's just your usual everyday stuff. You know, traffic violations, jaywalking, overthrowing a planetary government.
What? That's not minor.
I mean, it wasn't even a planet. It was a moon, really.
I can't believe this. You really are just as bad as they say you are. What am I even doing here?
Come on, Maora. I was barely even involved in that. I was just passing by, really. Don't go. You know me, Maora. We're friends.
We are not.
We're not?
No, and we never will be.
Maora, you... You are absolutely right. You should definitely leave. Here, let me help you. Thanks for stopping by. Let's stay in touch. For real, though. I mean it.
Hang on. First of all, if you're trying to kick someone out, you should really lock the door.
Okay, before you jump to any crazy conclusions, I'm not doing anything illegal. I just need to break into a prison cell really quick.
Sir, Captain Billard at your service. Everything has been prepared as instructed. We are under your command. Ah, yes, we'll make sure these get secured in the evidence locker. Is there anything else we can do for you at the moment?
Not much of a talker, is he?
Wow, vow of silence joke? Real original.
Whatever.
Breaking into a prison cell is 100% illegal.
Only if you bring the prisoner with you when you leave. That's the law.
No, it's not.
Well, it should be.
If you're not trying to break anyone out, why break in?
Just a talk.
Talk? With who?
Isn't it obvious? Sparrow Rowley.
Sparrow Rowley? You're insane. The Pantheon probably has him in some kind of super jail.
A super duper jail, actually. He's been locked up tight for months. But now that he's got his date with the High Alphalite in a few hours, they have him waiting right over there.
What? Arrow, no. You can't do this.
Maora, it'll be okay. I'm not gonna get caught. This is just something I have to do. It's important.
Why is it important?
It just is.
Arrow, if you don't have a good reason for why you're doing this, then I'm going to run into that building and tell every officer in there that I know where the Neon Bandit is.
Ugh, fine. Okay, watch closely. This is footage from Sparrow Rowley's final sentencing.
It would be nearly impossible for this court to uncover the full extent of the crimes the defendant has committed against the Pantheon. However, for the charges regarding galactic scale tax fraud, The prosecution has presented more than enough evidence to render a guilty verdict on no less than 27 planets. The punishment for this crime shall be permanent crystallization. The sentence will be carried out in 1 month's time. This court has spoken.
Is that all? Please. You're going to put me down, at least do it for one of my good crimes. You're sentencing Sparrow Rowley, after all, the greatest outlaw who's ever lived.
Guards!
Sparrow Rowley, who stole the iron incisor straight from the Dread Queen's mouth. Sparrow Rowley, who robbed the planet Yensel of its twin moons and returned them for the reward money. Sparrow Rowley, who found the lost vault of Vicar Varden and plundered it for all it was worth.
The Lost Vault of Vicar Varden.
Vicar Varden, the art collector?
Not just any art collector, the art collector.
That's what I said.
Vicar Varden put together the largest art collection in history. He spent his whole life just traveling around the system and cataloging any piece of art he came across, including...
Music. This is still about that song, isn't it?
What else would it be about? Sparrow Rowley might be the only person in the entire system who knows where to find that vault, and in a few hours, that information is getting crystallized right along with him.
If you get caught in there, you're basically signing up to be a +1 at his crystallization. Are you really going to risk your life for a song?
Well, I've done it about 87 times already. Might as well make it 88. Repeating numbers just look cooler, you know?
Arrow, if there...
Maora, I'm not asking you to go in there with me. I'm not asking you to be a getaway driver. I'm not even asking you to stick around if you don't want to. I'm just asking you not to stop me, okay? Please. I need this. I don't have that many options left.
What is that?
Well, gotta go.
Lady Graves, welcome. Unfortunately, the abbot will not be able to appear for your summons due to his current assignment.
Yes, I'm aware, but where is she?
You speak of her eminence.
Iselin, you better have a good reason for getting me out of bed. Do you have any idea how long it takes to get inside of this thing?
37 minutes. You've mentioned it. A lot.
So, what's so important then?
Maora did not make it home from the theater. I fear that she may have somehow been intercepted by Target Prime. I would like to issue a search order to the entirety of our local forces, but I need your authorization to do so.
Didn't we give you a top-of-the-line security vehicle for her?
Yes, I currently have my resources searching for it, but in the meantime, Maora could be in mortal danger.
And how long has she been unaccounted for?
2 whole hours now.
A bit early to call the full force into action, wouldn't you say? I'm sorry, Iselin, but timing is not on your side here. The crystallization needs to go perfectly tomorrow, especially after the catastrophe at the theater tonight. We look weak.
The incident at the theater was obviously a misstep, but
You, of all people, should know how important this is to us, Iselin. For heaven's sake, it's all we've talked about for months. We need our people focusing on this.
I realize that. But right now,
I mean, didn't we already give you 20% of our officers to help you find the bandit?
25%, Your Grace.
25%. Even better. Why don't you order some of them to look for Maora?
I have, but it's not enough. We need...
Look, I like Maora. I really do. She's a good kid, and what she does is great for morale. Very entertaining. But that's all it is. Entertainment. You're asking me to redirect resources from a level 1 priority to go find a level...
Level 7, madam.
7? Really? I thought we bumped her down after that missed note on Charla. Okay. A level 7 performer who, for all we know, just wanted to take the scenic route after a stressful evening. I mean, have you checked in at home recently? She might even be waiting for you there now.
She's not at home.
Izzy, I've done what I can for you. If the situation hasn't changed by the time the crystallization is over, which I'm sure it will, I'll be happy to do more. For now, I'd like to start the process of removing this getup so I can sleep for 5 minutes and then put it back on.
Yes, Lady Graves.
Status report.
I'm at the location we received from the navigation system, but I don't see
What was that sound?
nothing. I found it.
Hold the communicator up to the vehicle. Command 1952. Authentication, Graves.
She's not inside. I'm going to check the system.
The systems log. Check the systems log.
Yes, madam. Show me the list of all previous passenger commands.
Searching. Accessing command list.
Well, this is where Maora told it to land.
That is impossible. What in heaven's name could possibly be of interest to her in that part of the city?
There's a Pantheon precinct right around the corner. Other than that, nothing in this neighborhood but a bunch of rundown taverns. I'm gonna go to the
The precinct. Yes, of course. That must be where she is. Something must have startled her on the trip back, so she had the vehicle redirect its course to the nearest precinct. What a clever girl. I can't fathom why nobody there has reported her presence to me, but I can worry about punishing them later. Excellent work, Mr. Gris. You may redeem yourself yet.
Thank you.
Very impressive ride you have there, my broad friends. Mind if we take a spin?
Few more of these and it'll be a lot harder to get these Pantheon, am I right? I said Pantheon, get it? Because we work for the, okay.
I'm telling you, Iceland's going nuts. She basically has everyone from Station 915 out looking for her.
Are you serious?
Dead serious.
What's the girl's name again? Maruru?
Yeah, that sounds right. But that's not all. Apparently she even went to the...
Excuse me, everyone. Sorry. Know you've all been waiting, but this is official business. Excuse me.
Oh my.
Vernon Gris, security detail, level 1. I came across these three in the street just now. Seems like they've been badly injured. Could use some medical attention.
3?
Oh, right.
Oh, okay. They look pretty bad. Any idea how they might have received these injuries?
Haven't a clue.
Oh, okay. I'll have someone from medical come look at them right away.
Actually, before you do that, I did have another reason for stopping by the precinct today. It's regarding the missing Graves girl, Maora. I'm sure you've been alerted to the situation.
Oh, okay. You work for Lady Graves then?
That is correct.
Oh, okay. The captain will want to speak with you directly. If you can just give me a moment, I'll go see if I can grab him. Oh, okay. If you simply go down this hallway... Oh my!
Hey, what are you doing back here?
Causing trouble, that's what. I mean, she is a criminal after all. A very, very bad criminal. Horrifying. I was just trying to find the cells, so I could put her away forever and ever. I took my eyes off of her for 1 second, and next thing I knew, she was gone.
You don't know where lockup is?
Right. Well, you see, the reason for that is, I'm...
From station 915, is what you were just telling me.
Right. Station 915 is where I'm from.
I didn't hear anything about outside officers being posted here. Why did they bring you in?
There was a reason, and the reason is that they brought me in...
To provide support for the crystallization, is also what you were just telling me.
You seem to know a lot about his job here.
You know, usually I'm horrible with details, but the way this one tells the story, gripping.
Is that so? Well, we love stories here at the 512. Maybe we could hear some more after the crystallization tomorrow. A few of us are getting together at the Violet Violin. You should stop by. Not you, of course, what with you being criminal scum and all.
Sure, I'd love to. Is there any particular dress code at this fine establishment?
No, not really.
Okay, so I guess I'll just put my casual pantsy on.
Oh god, that's gold. Wow, how have I never thought of that one before? Oh, I gotta tell Kara that one. Kara!
And lockup is...
Down that hall, take the elevators to the bottom floor. Hey, Kara! I know you can hear me.
You were amazing. I knew I asked you to help for a reason.
You specifically asked me not to.
You must have been so scared. I bet your hands were all shaking.
What? Hey, what are you doing?
Gotta make this believable. Okay, step 1, get down to the lockup.
Do you have the keys for these?
Step 2, find the keys for those.
Arrow.
I'm sure they'll pop up. Come on. We are so close.
Now, I know some of you are deeply concerned about how the situation is looking right now, but I'm here to tell you that there's no need to worry. We're not starting the search until after the crystallization. Yeah, you all owe me for this. You all get to keep your view from inside the Coliseum. Meanwhile, I've got to go talk to the butler right now and tell him we're doing all we can.
Yes, here we go. What are you doing? Come on. You're very convincing as a prisoner, by the way. You look miserable.
Hey, buddy, wrong floor.
But this is the bottom floor. Lockup is on the bottom floor.
Not today, it ain't. Temporary holding's been set up on the next floor up. All prisoners gotta be processed there.
What about that guy?
I don't know what you're talking about. There's nobody else down here.
Now you're really not gonna make it.
What is she talking about?
The shuttle taking all your little Pantheon buddies to the crystallization. It's leaving any minute now.
What? They're leaving together? Already? That doesn't make any sense. They can't even start the crystallization without...
Without?
Nothing, just... Can you keep a secret?
I am not gonna tell you that.
Perfect. Listen, remember how I told you there wasn't anybody else down here? Well, I lied.
I don't believe it. You've always been so trustworthy.
I know, but it's true. I don't want to name names, but let's just say we have VIP down here, if you know what I mean. Very important.
No, we got it.
Okay, well, I don't want to name names,
But let's just say this VIP has a VIG that's supposed to be traveling with him. Very important guardian. Come on, you get VIP but not VIG? What's the matter with you?
Well, where is this VIG now?
Well, I don't want to name names.
I don't think he's using that right.
The VIG left to do a routine perimeter check. The captain needed somebody to fill in for a few minutes, and I just happened to be the first guy he saw. Ugh, why'd it have to be me?
Look, this dirty, filthy criminal is right. By the time I process her, I'm gonna miss the shuttle anyway, so why don't you go up there and see if you can catch him? I'll stay here and wait for Mr. VIG. That way no one gets in trouble.
Wait, really? You do that for me, pal?
Pal? You mean we're friends? Just like that?
Absolutely. Anybody who would do something like this for me is definitely a friend.
Then of course I will do this for you, my friend. For you see, I believe that it is the bonds of camaraderie that tie this universe together. True friendship creates a connection that is stronger and more pure than any other material in the galaxy, and it is through these relationships that we... A new friend. See, it's not that hard. Can we be friends now?
No.
Brilliant work running him off like that, young ones. True artisans of deception, I must say. So tell me, what brings you to see old Sparrow Rowley?